Welcome to another Zincast, and this winter hasn't been the snowiest. I mean, we had like one, depending where you lived, one really good storm. But it has been active. We've had reasons to make videos. I remember last year was actually really, really good, but the year before that, it was just not a good winter whatsoever. But I know for the amount of snow, specifically in areas north and west of New York City, it's been lacking. But I think this upcoming storm for end of the week has potential. So let's get right into it, all right? So first, let's discuss what's happening now, because whatever's happening now is happening now. We'll talk about then later. All right. So today, temperatures are going to be rising. Rain starts later this afternoon, continues through the evening. Tomorrow, okay, by the way, when I say rising, I mean we're going to get like high 50s, maybe touch on 60, okay? Tomorrow's high temperature, it's going to be in the morning hours, okay, and it's going to be in the 60s, and then the temperature is going to start falling as a cold front pushes through. So that sets the table for the next system. Then we have another system riding into the area. Now again, for the coast, look, the low pressure track is just too far inland, okay? So again, when you're on the east side of the storm, the low pressure is to the west of you. The warm air that comes in from the south because of the counterclockwise winds, unfortunately, it's going to override the cold air that we're getting. So yes, we're getting a fresh injection of cold air, but the warm air is going to win out. But Thursday late night, we're talking about, I don't know, let's say after 10 p.m., depending on where you live, further south you are, obviously a little earlier, it's going to start snowing pretty much anywhere you are. I'd say from central Jersey north, okay? You're going to start off as some snow, okay? And you're going to get a trace to a couple inches. It's falling at night. Now remember, the temperatures were fairly warm today and on Wednesday, so the road surface is going to be harder for that to stick because that takes longer to cool. But it is going to start as some snow, and I could definitely see New York City, places south, trace to 1 to 3 inches, depending on exactly how long the cold air sticks around. But I don't think it's going to be that crazy. But I do think that in the morning rush hour, you might have to be dealing with some frozen precip, some freezing rain, some ice. So again, because there will be a changeover. Now, just north and west of New York City, let's say Bergen County, Rockland County, those areas, that's where I could see, if you push to 4 inches, you got the 2 to 4, okay? In little places, a little bit north and west of those areas also. If you went to 2 to 4, I could definitely see that happening, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised if you only got an inch. And by the way, that 2 to 4 is going to be on the grassy surfaces, like I said. And these are the places that I'm concerned for a little bit more of a prolonged freezing rain event. A lot of these places, the schools are already closed this week, so it doesn't really matter for the children. But hey, if your schools are open, you can take a look. You might have an extended weekend. Remember, this is coming in Thursday night, late Thursday night, so around 10 p.m., going through Friday. It doesn't end until Friday afternoon, and it does end as rain in New York City, and in fact, changeover again will be in the morning hours. The snow is going to happen while you're sleeping at night. In fact, if it changes over too quickly, any snow accumulations you got are going to get washed away, and you're not going to even know how much snow you got. So, seems like a lot of the storm systems this winter have been overnight storm systems, just pointing that out. But let's talk about places further north and west, okay? And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the Poconos and Catskill regions. They are the ones that I think are going to luck out on this storm. I can see, let's go 4 to 8 inches, depending on where you are. Obviously, the further north you go, the higher that number, further south you go, closer to us, our neck of the woods, the lower that number. But I could definitely see 48. They've been starved for snow a lot this winter. Only had a couple of good events. So I think the ski region does work out and might be a good weekend to go skiing. And I do want to point out, nothing written in stone, but the model's hinting at maybe something Sunday into Monday. So winter is not over yet. By the calendar, we're getting towards March, so it is ending, but it's not over yet. We still have these shots, and I think this is the way it's going to play out. You're going to get warm-ups, and then cold. Warm-ups and then cold. And we're going to go back and forth. By the way, that's how everyone gets sick, right? That's how I get sick. I know that for a fact. In fact, you remember December was kind of like that? It was warm up and then get cold. Warm up and you get cold. Like every 3 days, it would just bounce back and forth, bounce back and forth. And then January was sustained cold weather. Unfortunately, we couldn't just get the timing right on a lot of these storms. The blocking was really the issue. And February now is seemed to transition into that as we head towards March into spring. And then we get to talk about severe weather, right? And by the way, that snow squall that we got, that was really cool. That was like a line of thunderstorms coming through, except with snow, right? You know, when you ever have that day in summer, it's sunny and all of a sudden it pours and then it's sunny again. That's exactly what it was like, except it was winter and it was snow. So that was fun. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the Zincast. I'll keep you posted if anything changes. But again, for the New York City metro surrounding areas, you're gonna have some mix. You might have some accumulation on some cold surfaces. It's not a blockbuster event. Catskill region, you get a nice snowfall out of this. But definitely want to pay attention. Friday morning, roads definitely can be icy. And you might have some snow that you have to clean up depending exactly on where you live. All right, hope you enjoyed the Zincast. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Leave some comments below. I think I've asked this question before. You guys done with winter? You done with me talking about snow? Put some comments about that. I think I'm even getting to the point of, I kind of enjoy the days where I don't have to wear long sleeves and sweatshirts and heavy jackets, right? Rocking the short sleeve t-shirt today. I can't speak anymore. All right, and just remember, these models don't make the weather makes the weather. Have a good one, everyone.